Good evening, Pentomans. It's been a long time since I've spoken. I would not say spoken to you because it's just a one-sided conversation always. I hope you all are enjoying your summer vacations and relaxing and studying a little bit. So I have decided that during this summer vacation time, I would take up a very simple topic, not a vast one, and I have taken up sentence transformation. Now, sentence transformation sounds very easy, and it is indeed very easy. Reading the chapter, he got confused. If I ask you to transform this above sentence to a complex sentence, what happens? The first thing you think is, what is a complex sentence? What all do I have to include in a complex sentence? There are so many questions. It is not a very difficult thing. This is something you have been studying from your junior classes till you reach class 10th, 11th or 12th. But what happens is we don't practice. I would not say we don't use it. We do use it. But as we don't practice, we tend to forget what are simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. So whenever you are going for sentence transformation, these three are most important. As you can see, there is no magic formula or there is no fast or a quick thing or a trick through which you can transform your sentences directly or answer your questions. You will have to think about it, and let us see what are the things that we have to remember when we are transforming our sentences. The first thing is the meaning of the sentence should not change. I hope you remember active passive. What happens? The subject and the predicate changes its places. Once it's the receiver of the action who is coming in front in the place of subject. At times it is the doer of the action, but the sense of the sentence does not change. Do not change the word, that is, do not use synonyms in place of the actual word. Right? Let the actual word be there. I hope everyone is very clear about your subject-verb agreement, where we talk about the subject and the verb agreement. Means your subject has to agree with your verb and your verb has to agree with the subject whenever you're writing a sentence. And remembering the different form of sentences is again something which is important. Now let us see. What are simple sentences? If we go through the definition and everything, we tend to forget. A very simple way of remembering is a simple sentence would just have one verb, right? Whereas a compound sentence would have two verbs, and a complex sentence, as name suggests, complex, so it would have one or more than two verbs. Now, non-verbs. Verb must have a subject. If I am saying, hearing this, I did my job. Everyone says hearing is a verb. But here, hearing is not a verb because it is not associated with a subject. This you'll have to keep in mind. Next comes the gerunds, the present participle, and the past participle. Now, you see words like driving, drinking, singing, and we tend to say that these are all verbs. Again, if there is no helping verb in front of drinking, swimming, eating, they are not verbs. Alright, they are either gerunds or they are present participles. Your past participle is always ending with en, broken, taken, right? Whereas your present participle and gerund ends in ing and they do not have a helping verb. Now, even the infinitives are not your verbs. To go, to study, to lie. These are not your actual verbs. So this is how you identify your simple sentences where there is only one verb, right? If it is, again, I'm repeating myself, a verb with a ing and there is no subject, then again, it is not your verb. So you'll have to identify which is your verb. Next, we come to the compound sentence. A very easy way to remember your compound sentences are where we are joining two sentences together with the help of this acronym fanboys, where F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. So if we are using these words and combining two sentences and there are two verbs, then that is a compound sentence. Now coming to the complex sentence, which is the most complicated one, as its name is, we would have noun clauses in this sentence, we would have adjective clauses, and most importantly, we would have adverb clauses. Noun clause is something which you can identify when you see that the what question is answered by that. What had happened? That happened due to this. That is your noun clause. When we go to adjective clause, it would be a which question and who. Which is your father? The man who is in blue shirt is my father. The which question answered by a who. That is your adjective clause. Adverb clause would include everything. Manner, which is how. Reason, which is why. Place, which is where. And time, when. These all would be coming under the adverb clause. So, any questions which are asked using these words, how, why, where, when, these would all be considered as your adverb clause. There are two more things here under adverb clause, which is condition and concession. Condition is if and what. If this happens, what are the consequences? And then the concession, although and but. Although it was raining, but he wasn't wet. Right? So these are the ways where you can identify your sentences or convert your sentences. Now, if you think of the first sentence that we were discussing, the sentence was, reading the chapter, he got confused, and I asked you to transform it into a complex sentence. So the sentence would be, he got confused when he read the chapter. So do you understand? Here I have used the word when. When did he get confused? He got confused when he read the chapter. So this is how you're supposed to convert your sentences. On this screen, you can see there are three sentences. One is a simple sentence, one is a compound sentence, and one is a complex sentence. Listening to music, the boy danced. In the first sentence, what is the verb? No, listening is not the verb because that does not have a subject. So here, danced is the verb. So that is a simple sentence. The next sentence you have combined with the and. The boy listened to the music and danced. So that and has combined these two sentences. And in the third, the boy danced when he listened to the music. So with the inclusion of when, we have changed the sentence. I hope this is clear. Please practice this, and this is This is going to be very simple for you. The next time you get the sentence transformation questions, you can do it in one go. But yes, practice is a must. Keep rocking, guys. Thank you.